Good afternoon. My name is Bickham, and I am the Assistant State Captain for the Patriot Guard Riders for the Greater Bay Area. I am a Marine veteran and a Blue Star dad. My son is also currently serving in the Marine Corps. Raise your right hand if you are a Blue Star parent today. Hoorah, thank you. I'd like to give you just a little history about the PGR. It was started by Vietnam veterans who saw a need to protect families from protesters during military KIA funerals. They would form a flag line just in front of the protesters as well as rev up their bikes to drown them out. It's my opinion that the family would rather hear motorcycles than the filth that comes out of the mouths of those ungrateful people. Funerals, especially KIAs, are our primary mission. Even though we began by going to these at the family's request to shield them from the protesters, as I mentioned, we also came to realize that this is what we should be doing for all of our veterans. What started out as a protection and shielding action quickly evolved into a respect and honor mission. Here in our area, we don't get too many protesters, but we are there to handle things should the situation demand it. For the most part, we get to stand our flag lines to show honor and respect to our veterans and especially our fallen. As the general public sees us escort a hearse with big flags in front and behind the coach, they know we are honoring a hero. The reason that we surround the hearse with flags is because that person fought for our flag, died for our flag. We will surround them with flags all the way to their resting place. At the graveside, as we form our flag lines and everyone is standing straight holding their American flag with pride and dignity, without a spoken word, we are telling that family that they do not grieve alone, that this grateful nation grieves with them. We have done literally thousands of missions here in our own little area, doing welcome homes for our men and women returning from deployment, honoring our veterans as they are laid to rest, letting the family know that their heroes have not been forgotten, and most importantly, honoring our young men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice for us and our freedoms. The PGR is not a motorcycle club, but rather a group of volunteers made up of different motorcycle clubs and other groups and organizations as well as individuals. You do not have to be a veteran to join the PGR. You just need to be a patriot of this country and be willing to show honor and respect to our troops and our fallen. We have many Gold Star family members as part of the PGR, and we are proud to have them. Gold Star members, if you could please raise your hand so you can be recognized. Hoorah. Membership isn't free. Membership in the to join the Patriot Guard Riders is free. Or is it? I'd like to share with you a letter that was written by one of our founding members. He goes by the road name of Twister. Freedom isn't free, but membership is. Folks, I'm afraid that this is a lie. As members of the Patriot Guard Riders, we've been honored to be part of thousands of tributes paid to American heroes all across this great nation. We have been there in large cities, small towns, throughout America, doing whatever has been asked of us, and indeed an honor for each and every member to be included as invited guests to share in these tributes. It is indeed an honor to be a Patriot Guard Rider. But membership is not free. Membership in the PGR comes at a price, an individual and very personal price paid by every PGR member who has ever stood a flag line or tried to find the words to console a grieving family member or bow their head as a hero is laid to rest. We're called to witness firsthand the grief and pain of war from a unique and sometimes very powerful perspective. Every honor mission, every tear, every folded flag has its price. Sometimes the price is fairly obvious. Gas bills at the end of the month, lost vacation time, bikes in cages that normally shine are now constantly spattered with dirt and grime, chips on the windshield now permanently caked with bugs, and once bright blue and yellow colors now weathered and faded from too much time in the sun and snow. However, sometimes the price of membership is subtle. But if you look closely, you can see it. You can see it in the head that's bowed a little lower, the shoulders that are now stooped a little more, that small tear in the corner of your eye that won't seem to wipe away, and in the jaw that seems to be just a little more determined than yesterday. The price of membership becomes painfully evident when you see an old vet who simply has to have a little downtime, or the member who quietly has to turn away as the television news shows the current casualties. Perhaps the price of membership is never dearer than when we force ourselves to merely turn our backs on those who have chosen to openly disrespect our fallen heroes at their funerals. Those of us who experience this know how high this price is. So membership isn't free. We do get to pay a price. We join an elite group of other organizations who have led the way in becoming an ongoing living tribute and to say thank you for the sacrifices made by our troops, past and present. Through our Hoth program, we get the privilege of helping wounded vets and their families. We get to see a mom or dad hold their child just a little bit closer when they hear the national anthem. We get to watch as a complete stranger makes that first, sometimes awkward step to reach out and shake a young man's troop's hands in an airport. We get to experience a lump in our throat as we get to see a grizzly old vet hug a brother quietly whispering, "Welcome home." We get to extend family. We have an extended family of over 275,000 brothers and sisters across this great nation who share a common goal and purpose and respect. We get a deep personal satisfaction in knowing that both as an organization and as individuals, we are truly making a difference, that we are Patriot Guard Riders. One day this war will end, and all of our forces will come back on home soil, with the exception of troops themselves and their friends. Families, no one will be happier to see this than every single PGR member across this great nation. When this day comes, we will be able to shift our primary focus to honoring those who have served in the past while continuing our work to help those who are still suffering from today's wounds. We will have a little more time to show our appreciation for our peacetime heroes and those who have served our country on the home front. We will have some time to be able to breathe and know who knows, maybe just go for a ride for a change. Free membership, folks, we've been lied to. However, whatever the cost, membership in the Patriot Guard Riders is the best investment you'll ever make, and America thanks each and every one of you for paying that price. So as you can see, being a Patriot Guard Rider is doing things that we get to do things in honor of our American heroes, and sometimes we're very proud it is our service to our country today. If you are interested in learning more about the Patriot Guard Riders, we have a booth right over here with Eagles Up, the brown tent with all of the flags. Please come by and grab a brochure. We also support our Gold Star families, and tomorrow we have a Gold Star poker run, and the flyers are over there also. I want to thank J&S for putting this event on and honoring our fallen heroes and Gold Star families. Remember our fallen by flying that KIA flag with honor and dignity. Fly the American flag with pride. If you see a veteran, shake his hand. Tell him thank you for your service and welcome home. If you have an opportunity to help our troops, seize the moment. My name is Buzz Bickham, and I am the Assistant State Captain for the Patriot Guard Riders, and I am proud to be here today. Thank you very much.